the end of the day, made it through our first day of qualification matches, and Super Duper Robotics has had quite the day. It was a little bit more dramatic than we wanted it to be, with some problems with the climber and just like gears kind of getting stuck when it's trying to hook on. And so they had to do a lot of troubleshooting and trying to figure out why the climber wasn't climbing as well as it usually does, why the motor was getting stuck and stuff. And you can ask them for more details, but that is all I know because I'm not a technical person. Anyway, so then the other problem they had in the very last match was that one of the cables wasn't plugged in all the way or something about the Ethernet cable. And so there was no communication with the controls and the robot didn't move. So they were able to do their autonomous program just fine, and they got a great score with the autonomous, and then the robot just sat there for the rest of the match. They couldn't move it at all, and they didn't know why until afterwards when they went to check on it and look at what was going on, but they found out that one of the cables wasn't plugged in. So that was really disappointing, especially because the alliance that they were on got like 93 points without them. So if they had been contributing to that match, I'm sure they would have won it, because they could have easily gotten, 15 points for climbing and at least, like 12 or 15 cargo balls in, which would give them another 30 points. So I think our team could have contributed at least 45 points to the score, which definitely would have put them on top, and they could have won that match. But they just sat there and just watched their robots sit there, and it was very frustrating and a sad way to end the day. So we had at that point 2 wins and 3 losses. But if we could make it 3 wins and 3 losses, I think we still had a chance at making it to the finals tomorrow. But now that we have 2 wins and 4 losses, we only have 3 or 4 more matches tomorrow, and the chances are pretty slim that we'll be in the top of the division, so that we would be somebody's pick. And that's really hard to see. It's hard to see the boys swallow that, because they really are a good team. They're just having these little fluke issues, like forgetting to plug in the cable, or like the climber that's always worked and climbed all the way up to the traversal, super dependably. It's just not working today for some reason. So they're just doing the best they can, and it's not quite good enough, and that's been hard to see. But they're in good spirits, and they've got a great attitude, and just being here at all is such an honor and so much fun, and really we're having the time of our lives. And there are thousands and thousands and thousands of engineers and programmers and computer nerds and robot geeks here, just hundreds of volunteers and mentors and people who are passionate about this. And it's really exciting to be part of this ginormous community that all love what we do here. And I think it's been really inspiring, despite the losing some of our matches today. So at the end of the day today, we went out and got some dinner. We tried to find a burger place, and that was a whole drama. Walked to one and found out it was closed, and then walked to another one and it had 45 people in line, a whole bunch of robotics teams all lined up, and we're like, oh, okay, let's find somewhere else to go. So finally we ended up at the Halal Guys, which is a gyros shop, and we got some really good gyro sandwiches, and I got this baklava cheesecake, which was super good. Anyway, so we ended up having a good dinner, and it was nice and quiet. Great place to just sit and enjoy chatting with each other and winding down at the end of the day. So they just walked back to the hotel, and hopefully they're having a good night there. And we will see what happens tomorrow.